Hello, this is Vulturefire, and today's video is another Nayema video. Nayema, not sure how that's pronounced, but anyway. I now have this character at level 10, so we can see all of the, at least first pass at passives. So we start combat in random astral stance, we switch stance at the start of every turn, maximum hand size is increased by 2. Deck list will be ordered when viewing it in combat. This one's important to know because I will be referring to it a bunch. And we can create an astral card every single turn, which is super valuable. So our this deck is built around a card that's absolutely getting nerfed, which is Fiery Recovery. So you draw 2 exhaustions and you deal 8 damage per exhaustion in hand to all enemies. This is the payoff the exhaustion deck was looking for, and it is kind of silly. Let me check something real quick. Oh, I just wanted to show you, we are on v7012, so this is the second patch with Nayema. Some bugs have been fixed. One of the major ones is that these cards are now no longer going to be shifting art. They will just always have the white boxes, which is very nice. So I really hate Emptiness and Hunt, so we're just not going to do them. Hunger can also be annoying. We're an aggressive enough deck, actually, that Emptiness may be less annoying than Hunger. That puts us with Emptiness, Cruelty, Baelator. I just have to hope that's fine. Cruelty is a lot of damage, potentially. So, as far as card pickups go, I think there aren't really any exhaustion-related cards in either area, so there's not really a reason to prioritize one over the other. We're going to go Battery Ramparts, because if we can find an Artillery Beetle, we will be happy, because that's the one card that gives us a bunch of exhaustions. Aside from that, it is just kind of whatever. Trying to think if there are any specific reasons to go one over the other area over the other. I don't think so. So several of the astral cards also changed this patch, which probably won't mean much to those of you who are seeing this for the first time. Oh, I didn't show our market purchases. We do have an extra card sleeve. We have an extra reroll token. I think we have extra shield or something. This could be good. We do tend to draw a decent number of extra cards, but honestly, Tower Shield. Hey, we got an Artillery Beetle, and we have a reroll token, which we want to spend on the Artillery Beetle. So we're going to go up this route. Sleek Gaze are annoying, but we should be able to beat them, hopefully. And then, yeah, absolutely want that Artillery. So this deck is pretty straightforward. Trying to think of how our mana works out. So the other thing is the passive here is now that triggering buff for debunk buff has a 30% chance to not reduce its rank, which instead of making the temporary cards cheaper, which is notable. So top card of our deck is to Read the Skies, which means that if we were to get a, what's the name of it? If we were to get a Starfall, or if we to get a Starfall, we would get a Read the Skies. We don't have space to draw 2. We could draw 4 actually. Let me think. So we spend 1 on this. We spend 1 on Starlit Reflection, or we spend 1 on Astral Alignment. We can just about do a 2-cost version of that. I think our best bet here is just a Starlit Reflection, change stance, so we get the extra 30% damage, and then just play this twice. And I think we do want to be in, because the other thing is this means that we have the mana boost at the start of this turn. Alright, that's fine. What is on? Okay. And we can just bludgeon things out sometimes. I don't know that we need mental growth. I think we just want strenuous focus. We absolutely want to find some draw if we can find it. We are probably willing to take the Emptiness card that is draw. So we have Fiery Recovery, but we will need to find some exhaustions. It's a little awkward. So this is no longer a bunch of shield. It is just tough, but it is now tough. So that's nice. But I don't think there was a reason to get whatever out anyway. So New Moon is still giving us mana at end of turn. Alright. Let's see, what is on top of deck? Strenuous Blast. It's actually not bad. We just Starfall. And now we can donk you. Let's actually... It's a little awkward. Actually, no, this works out. Bonk, 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 bonk. Bonk. Cold Realization, I think we take it. It is a lot of draw. Gilded Skull's not bad. Yeah, we still just cannot ever... I don't remember what the conditions are on that, but I just never have them. Right, so this is not an idle fight. So Fire Recovery is now turned on. We're going to Strength of the Sun. Fortunately, we don't have enough mana to do this twice and whatever. So we're just going to do this. Oh man, so close. I mean, at that point, I think we see what we can get out of this. I don't imagine there's... Actually, we do just have lethal. Because they're on fire. And we're only taking 1 damage here, which will heal off. So that works out. I think I would take a Cleansing Shield. I should have ways to draw spells in the deck, because being able to draw into the Fiery Recovery is pretty important. Oh, I should also just do that. We are not going to bother going off here. I think it's a waste. Alright, max health, that's nice. We could have held out for that on the last fight, but that's very rude. There goes all of our buffs. I hate Emptiness so much. I keep saying I should not play against Emptiness because it always makes me angry, and I play against Emptiness anyway and it makes me angry. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, what a surprise. Who could have seen this coming? I'm gonna play that. Just give up those. So, this card may not look like much yet. We'll get there. Alright. Please don't ruin our day. No, that's probably not going to ruin our day. Alright, so this will now draw twice as many exhaustions and it deals twice as much damage per exhaustion. So this prediction is absolutely light. Let's make sure we have 4 exhaustions to draw. We do. Yep. Get dunked on, dummy. This seems probably good. This kind of sweeps out extra of anything we have and gives us value for it. Our upgrades are absolutely going to be Fiery Recovery. I don't know that I have anything I want to cut quite yet, but we'll keep an eye on it. Absolutely, we're going to go here. Like I said, Artillery would be a fantabulous card to add. Let's see, where's our Fiery Recovery? It's down a ways. If we draw 1 card, we do get a Fiery Recovery. But I think we just want the Power of the Sun. That. Get deleted. So an upgraded Power of the Sun will create multiple, will create extra exhaustions, which you could see as a downside, but in our case, it is not. So if we do this, it'll force a shuffle, which I know that we want to do that when we are currently on track to guaranteed draw whatever next turn. I think it actually makes the most sense for us to end turn here. And then next turn we can should be able to double up on turbo hits. Yeah, because we can go Or, okay, we can't quite double up, but we can. We can't meet this condition. But we can switch stance. We can strength of the sun, the fiery recovery. And we can deal 209 damage. And we get an artillery. And we aren't critting, so that doesn't do anything for us. Protective crystal isn't bad. Actually, it is. We aren't applying any status. I did have overcharge in here for a bit, but against immunus, it just is so easily thwarted. Because I did briefly tinker with this deck. I didn't play a full run with it, but I wanted to try it out before I got started. So I think it makes sense for us to do this, because okay, so this is actually going to be kind of funny. Trying to think through the best way we sequence this. So this group is a temporary one of these, which I don't know that we actually have a use for, but more importantly, gives us even more whatevers. Okay. Transform those. Hopefully we get mana. We did. Which turns on all of our cannons. So now we just need to find our other fiery recovery and we should be good to go. Actually, we probably don't even need our other fiery recovery. We should be able to just brute force this. Yeah. Right, because we already shuffled once, so cards are back on top of our deck. Alright, we can upgrade the other fiery recovery. Like, there's no way we pick up any card that we want to upgrade more than we want to upgrade fiery recovery. That's actually pretty handy. Is it better than these? I think so, slightly. Fortress is still annoying, but we can deal. So this is still kind of the worst stance for us in terms of what cards we can get when we don't have when we're not ready to just go off. This will just hit the whatever, which is a little annoying, but what are you going to do? Just get a copy, which will actually let us do that. Could get another copy, but that seems a little silly. Does it? No, that seems totally reasonable. We have absolutely no space in hand for anything, though. Do that. Okay, let's... Actually, I think we just transformed two of these, now that I think about it. I should have gone into spell stance. Powerful and mighty seems good. It's extra damage. That seems good because let's play this out. So one of the notes here is that we do get AoE on our big hit, which we're going to do that. Okay. Just got to deal with the last thing. We are in the wrong stance, of course. Yeah, we have plenty of those in our discard pile now. We can afford to ship out one of them. An artillery is on top of our deck. We do not have a way to draw one. Oh, but we kind of do. Start with that, I think. Oh, whoops, I meant to change stance. That's my bad. Because the idea was we were going to change stance, and that was going to give us what we needed, but I goofed. That's fine. It's not really a threat. We'll just kill him this turn. And I specifically changed stances so it would be in Sun stance at the start of this turn. Oh, I should have sequenced this better. Still pretty sure it doesn't matter. We can do this on a cannon blast. We can actually do it on 2 cannon blasts, sure. Do that just for fun. And then, okay. I don't hate having one of these. Just a good safety net. So we don't have any recoverable health. We don't have any healing. We may not pick up any healing. That helps counteract Fortress is the main reason I'm doing it. Okay. Rude. And we have 2 left out. Like, that is exactly the worst number for us because it means that this won't even be good enough. Because that's still going to result in us being frozen. This is super obnoxious. And we can't get that off. We will have fire recovery next turn, which we will be able to use to cataclysm away the front enemies. The problem is... So here's what's going to happen. And here's why I'm heavy sawing. Okay, we can do... If we draw 1, we do get to draw into whatever, which is good. I'm trying to think what we discard here. I think we do want the possibility of drawing this. So it's very important that we have this, because otherwise... Oh, now I can't play this, because if I do, it'll pop and we'll get... Because I've been outsmarted. My thought was playing this would pop and force stuff to happen. Would pop this and force the summons out first, but I've been outwitted. We are actually just gonna transform 2 of these because I think we have plenty of. I just kind of want to start prepping for next turn. But doing that would have popped the shield, which would have resulted in the little dorks coming out, which I did not want. So, yeah, Frigid Millstone is on top of the deck, which is really unfortunate. Because what ends up happening here is this doesn't freeze us, but the Frigid Millstone does. We don't have a way to get rid of that. I just need to get rid of this. It's just not doing... I either need to get rid of it or I need to find a way to actually get value out of it, because right now it is not doing anything for me. Okay, where is... The fire recovery is still super deep down in the list. Because why not? Really, you're both going to come out in jerk mode? Just incredibly impolite. Because my thought was, didn't do that. No point in. Was that we were going to be able to at least kill, but they both came out in bleed mode too, which is not polite. Let's see if God, Emptiness is just the meanest. Okay. Boom. Okay, we got it. Yeah, I put together this card pool, and it's full of all sorts of cards that aren't actually super useful for us. This is pretty good, because it helps us loop whatever, which is the thing we care about. Corrupting enemies twice. I don't know why I took that. I should have just discarded. That doesn't do anything for us. It's unlikely to ever do anything for us. The upgrade here is artillery, I think. And the cut is convergence, because we don't have the value for it. Okay, so the big problem with this is, that I forget about, is that we really cannot deal with drakes. Drakes are a problem. Kind of just have to avoid drakes. That said, I would like Void Hardened Skin. And we're going to go through an event. We may or may not hit this fight. But we're starting here, I think. And do this and get wits. And then we can trigger wits. I should have looked at what we were drawing. Purity Fortress is a bit of a nuisance. Okay, so that gives us plenty of sturdy. All right. Oh, we ran out of space in hand. That's unfortunate. Alright, let me just take a shield. Although we don't actually need it, I guess. And in this turn, we will try and finish the fight. Oh, right, I changed stances. There we go. There we go. Alright, I really like this. God, it is... How many... We already have two whatevers. I do really want this Celestial Vision. I realize it's somewhat silly for me to say I really want a thing, and then when I'm offered it, I just go for something else. Okay. No rule that says I'm not allowed to be silly, so you're not going to need that. That's fine. I should have checked what we could possibly draw before I did things. Artillery is so much worth with this 13 status minimum, which is emptiness, being a jerk, of course. Let me just loop that. And then this will actually get us the kill. More fiery recovery is great. That's great, because it means that we can, if we need to, we can play exhaustions to draw cards. Sure. I wouldn't hate a Mystic Ritual. I wouldn't hate a Void Heart Skin. There's enough card drops here that I like, and we get 2 idle rewards, so I don't think this should be too bad, but we'll see. Also, I absolutely goofed by sequencing things the way I did there. I think we just treasure these 2. Actually, yeah, treasure these 2. Probably play the alignment. Alright, mana's great. Draw 2. What is on top of the deck? Sure. And there's no real... Actually, we may as well do it, because we are going to explode. Which does unfortunately eat up our wits. I do want that. Alright, we kind of need to cleanse. Alright. Oh, I guess since we shuffled, it didn't matter that I did whatever. Oh. And I put... Well, Null Shield still ended up on top of the deck somehow. Unfortunately, it's also under a pile of trash. Okay. What are we drawing here? A decent amount of valuable stuff. I am going to need mana, though. Which we can't really get. Because we just get wits. And then we just, what, end turn? Next turn is going to really hurt, though. But I don't really have a better option. Oh man, and now we're super Arcane Link. Yeah, we can't afford to play any cards this turn. Unless it's like specifically and only Sanctuary. Like even this is kind of sketchy. Because yeah, we do explode here. And it is a double explosion, which hurts a lot. I didn't even really look at the cards that we drew that we couldn't play. But yeah, that was unfortunate. Also unfortunate is that whatever's now out. Alright, we can play that to draw a card. Unfortunately, we are looking at just having to draw a bunch of cards. And that didn't even really get us to where we wanted to be. I messed up. I should have switched stances first. Because yeah, we're about to explode again. Which is going to hurt again. Yeah, I have completely messed up. Okay, we did get through that eventually. for all that it hurt us a lot. This would help with setting up some stuff. That may actually be worth it. I really want that, but we are going to cruelty, and that doesn't do much for us. This makes... That is actually pretty good with whatever. Status decrease every turn +2. That's nice. Especially into this fight. That's nice. Let's see what's on top of the deck. Okay, I think that is worth drawing. Absolutely, I'm going to strengthen this on. I don't care if it's not the most efficient thing we could be doing. Alright, we draw 3, we discard 2. That's the most important thing. And then we just do that actually. We do get to evade all of these. We are absolutely, we can do that. I should have just Celestic Visioned that. I wasn't thinking. That's going to force a shuffle, so... Oh, it didn't. I guess I may as well do that. Oof. Well, we do have evasion. Albeit not as much as I would like. So now that can go. There's a very real chance we need to draw cards. Yeah, we do really need to draw cards. We're going to take that. Let me see. Can we get... So we pitch that. We can't get back to... Actually... No, this works out. Okay, what are we drawing with 5? We're drawing all 5 of these. And that doesn't freeze us, which is important. And then... I think I just have to do this, because this is just going to be so much damage. I'm kind of obligated to do that, even if... Yeah. And we can hopefully get value out of this. All right, lots of mana. And we hope this does anything for us. That was kind of the worst option. Actually, wait. No, everything's fine. Nailed it. That's perfect. That's what I was hoping to see. That's utterly useless just right now. That's actively bad for us. Pass on everything. That upgrade dispels all enemies twice, which I think is probably what we need. Although this upgrade is absurd. You'll see what I mean once we get there. Do we got the cold realization? I'm not sure. It's fine. I think we got... Do we got the cleansing shield? We got a strenuous blast. We keep not playing the cleansing shield. Maybe we should be, but we're not. So it can go. Gonna start here. We may just have to dodge that fight because I don't know how we beat it. We just do not deal well with it. Well, I say that. We have null shield. That's a way, kind of. And this does work. Okay. Transform these into treasure. And we're going to use them to get the cost down on whatever. We do want that shield. We do want... God, I wish I could collect there, but I can't. Alright. Null shield does good work. This is probably going to force a reshuffle though, which is going to... Okay, the hope here is that we can... Okay, so this is going to freeze us on you. So the back one's not going to die. But... Oh, come on. So close to just getting this kill. This should do it. There we go. We kind of just need more mana, I think. I would like that going into Bay later, but I think we need the mana first. But yeah, if we do this fight, we're committed to going to this fight. Which I do not want to do. That doesn't give me enough mana. I really don't like that that's going to be bleeding us. What are we drawing next turn? Cards. Okay. I think we're going to get that. I don't know why I even played that. Right. We can do this. We could do it again. We're going to get it, and then we're just going to transform it into a treasure. So we want to get rid of the Sinister Runestone. God, we're net losing shield there. Oof. I didn't realize just how much damage we were taking there, but it was a lot. Okay, so the next top card of the deck is a thing we want. That freezes us. That's okay. I'm sure we can find 2 cards to play out that we don't care, that we don't actually want. And get a Sunbolt just for Runic Study. I always forget how dangerous these things can be, because they can absolutely just do crazy amounts of damage. Okay. Just get a ton of tough, I guess, and sturdy. Yeah, we have exhaustions. I think we want to transform things that aren't whatever. But these draw 2 cards, and they do other stuff. Just so much value. How many more exhaustions do we have? Just 2, it looks like. But the next cards we draw will generate more. Alright, we've already played this once, which means this time it doesn't freeze us. Oh, I need to deal with hitting that one at least once. And we also need to change stance. Actually, yeah, we can change stance for value. We can actually get rid of that recovery. Now, heroic recovery is a completely reasonable card. Okay. I think we just take more strenuous focus. It is very good for us. I mean, we maybe could do this. Both of these... Well, this fight doesn't have any idols, so I think the odds of it just, like, dumpstering us are pretty low. I would really like avoid hurting. I'm curious how this fight will go. We do have a couple ways to do AoE. So we're going to change stance so that we can do that. I'm actually just going to get that on top. I could put this back on top, but I don't think I want to. We are going to avoid taking the actual damage here. Alright. So plan here is Null Shield and Celestic Vision. Get just one of those. Just want to play that Null Shield. May as well change to Moon Stance. Oh, I should have gotten out, because I was in Moon Stance, I could have gotten mana. Remembering what all the Astral Card button can do can be tricky, because there are a lot of modes. Fortunately, we don't have a way to null off into all of that. Oof, and they are out for blood this turn. Which is just a thing that happens sometimes. They decide they want you dead. Yeah, we'll take Starlight. Loop that, I think. Yeah, we'll take another Starlight. Okay, what are we getting rid of becomes the next question. We just get rid of this. And that. Oh, that's a little unfortunate that I have sequenced things poorly. We don't have any space in hand. That's okay, I think, because we do have to get rid of all of the evasion. So now's where we really go for it. But I have to... Making space in hand is tricky. You have that purity, which is nice. And then this will... There we go. Celestial Vision. How many do we have already? 1, 2. Do we get 2? No, we only have 1. We'll absolutely take a second. I really like that plus 20% damage. This evade chance could be better. Evade chance is probably better going into Bay later. Although it does mean that we will have a harder time getting through the fortress here. I'm still not too concerned. Let's... Oh, I should have seen what was on top of the deck. Oh. Guess it doesn't matter a ton because I'm just going to do these two. Absolutely, we'll get some evasion. Clonk. And those two can go. I could do that, but I don't even know that it's worth it. Forces a no, it is actually worth it because it doesn't force a reshuffle. So we have a ton of mana for next turn. We evaded that hit. We have evasion for this turn. We have some purity. It's all looking pretty good. And we can do that. And we're in sun mode, even. So we're going to Strength of the Sun, the Fire Recovery. Which means it will draw us all of the exhaustions it can find. Put that back in. And we're good to go for next turn. Unfortunately, we are out of purity. Where is... Okay, it's on top of the deck. Perfect. Here's we'll get some sturdy up. I think we do want to upgrade that. I think getting a double dispel up is going to be very useful for us. Kind of unfortunate we can't draw exactly one card here. Get rid of those. I think we may be able to get rid of one of the Strenuous Strikes at this point. I just want to draw two. Neither of those is draw two. Okay, well, that's fine. I could just actually get rid of two exhaustions. I think that's actually probably fine. Although, at this rate, there's no way we're actually ever playing this artillery out. Yeah, pretty low damage. Because we just don't have this set up for it. We didn't have any extra bonus damage right there. One of our purity. It's the unupgraded Fiery Cleanse. Strenuous Blast card on top of the deck. Don't really mind getting that back. Let's draw a bunch of cards. Just one of the, oh, I didn't actually play it. I just looked at it. Which is a little dumb. I'm a little dumb. Why did nobody tell me? Okay, we can draw a bunch of cards here. I do like drawing a bunch of cards. This is not going to freeze us. I do like getting that back for next turn. And then I think we just get... Oh, we can just do this. And do it again this turn. We are in sun mode. Where's the next Fire Recovery Plus? It is a decent ways down the deck. I think we just get rid of these. Because we can get another Strength of the Sun easily. Like so. And Fire Recovery is just all the way down the draw pile. Don't have any space in hand. I mean, I guess I could just transform. Yeah, we can actually just do that. I think we get rid of one of those and one of those. I have to make space in hand. Here. Play out one of those. Oh, dang it, I should have checked. That was the thing that I could have checked and I just didn't. See that I was drawing the thing that I wanted to not. Okay. Oh, but we aren't going to be able to get actually Arcane out this turn. That was dumb. I like the idea of getting just a bunch of sturdy up here, though. What else is on top of the deck? So Read the Skies and Cold Realization. Yeah, because that's like, we just don't want to play into that. Although, this does force a shuffle, which is fine, I think. And does still hit for at least a little bit of damage. Alright, we can transform this finally. Let's see, where's the... Okay. This does not freeze us. Get rid of those. Loop it, which is not worth any mana, but... And we still have that stone. Get rid of that, because we just don't want to play it into the... whatever. If I actually do that safely. And then I want to play this and then loop it, I think. Although I could have just saved mana and just not bothered this turn, but... So we do have that convenient, whatever. So this is actually a good turn to try and go off. Unfortunately, I don't know that we have the cards to go off this turn. I think we're going to pitch those two. I should have checked what we were drawing, because it is not that much of value. Oof. Oh, we can do that, which ups the amount of whatever. And then I think we do actually want to change stance so we can get the extra damage for being in this mode. And we could actually just play these out to get arcane detonations. This actually ends up working out pretty nicely. I don't think I'm going to put that back. Draw the Sanctuary. Which we can then just get all the mana back that we spent on it. This has turned into way dirtier of a deck than I thought it was going to be. Going to Beseech the Moons and then switch stance. We do not have the wits we need. Just Starfall. Sure. Just get that wits. Okay, unfortunately here's the arcane arcane leakness and arcane weakness again, and we do not have... We aren't really in a position to avoid it, but yeah, we should be good. There we go. All right. Sanctity is not bad. Flood of Insight is absolutely not bad. Our mana's been kind of okay. I think we take that. It's kind of risky, but oh man, this is great. That'll help us chew through Purity, and this will do work for us. Give me a second. All right. Yep. Because the plus 2 stats applied is only useful to us for that one thing, and I think we are absolutely going to upgrade Null Shield because I think dispelling enemies twice is very valuable to us. I think we got one of the Strenuous Strikes. So, oh man, we just take so many events here. I think Corrupted Font is the card that we want most. This fight is a little scary because of all the evasion, but I really want whatever. So we're going to go here. We're going to go through there. We get to take almost all events all the way up. And when we're doing that, we get to avoid any Prowlers. So no Opportunist. Also, there's no Fortress in this area, I just realized, which is good for us. We'll take that. I think we want to do that. And then get and shuffle. I'm okay with getting rid of 2 of those, I think. How many exhaustions do we have in the discard pile? Only. That fixes that. And then we evade some of those hits, and we just manage the others. Give me a second. All right. So I was just complaining about that card. You're going to do that. We are going to change stance. I'm just going to strengthen this. Actually, strengthen this is actually just worse than just playing this twice. And that will kill you. This should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Weak for vulnerable on self, minus 5% is fine. Yeah, we will do that. Just gonna go through events. Gonna avoid taking fights because we don't need to. I do kind of like read this guy's plus, just because it makes it easier to do some. Oh no, we have to upgrade. I didn't realize we still had an upgrade fiery recovery in the deck. Because my brain is dumb. Yeah. I'm bad at sequencing, but what else is new? Honestly, I'm fine with looping that and just getting, I guess, more tough. We do at least need to evade this hit. Right. Oh, I guess that's bad with this, but we're going to save this so that we can use it with whatever. Realizing now that I'm kind of in an awkward position when it comes to what we're going to do here. On top of the deck. Oh, just a new moon. That's fine. Alright. So. So what's going to happen here is that now we can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Actually, probably should have gotten rid of that. There's never enough space in hand. I want to double the artillery. We're doing it. Are you ready for absurdity? Well, the problem is I have to have space in hand first. I have no way to get space in hand. I can do that. This is going to create 8 cannon blasts. And we do not, we just can't, because like the only way to make space is like play these out, but then we aren't in spell mode. I usually play these out, but that draws us exhaustions, which again is going to clutter up our hand. Well, I guess we'll just be satisfied with that many. Although it's not even that good for us, because like we have to be able to actually cast them. That's what this is for. And then we can just do dumb things. And then that will finish him off. Sloan wishes he was as good at cannons as Nayema. Calculated deception is pretty good. The problem is we need this to get to the purity to turn this on. This would be good otherwise, though. Let me just discard. Alright, event. Alright, we can even avoid having to do that fight. That upgrade to draw even more cards. This upgrades to draw even more cards. It does mean that it's going to freeze us on the second time we play as well. This upgrade is extra evasion, which I think is actually what we want. Because again, a Baelator. Okay. We can draw 4 cards here. So we're going to. Boom. Anyway, we are going to Heroic Recovery. Transform those. We're going to lose all of our shield, but we do get to keep whatever. Oh, and we can do that for value. Get more wits, why not? Get that back, why not? Now it's time for more Heroic Recovery. Please do not Arcane Leak us. Thank you. I don't really care about these cards. Although, I do want to do that. I guess I do want to do that. And we're just gonna loop Heroic Recovery after we've drawn, because I don't think I want whatever. Alright. We hold that because obviously we don't have a use for it right this moment. And that has retained, so we can hold it. There we you're just enfeebled forever. So hopefully we can transform some of those. Let's see. There's one of them. The other one's a little is a little further down. Should have actually used that to draw it because we would have been frozen and we wouldn't have gotten whatever. We do not have the space in hand to hold two of them. So that needs to go. And I guess that needs to go. And now we have no space in hand to use that. No space in hand to use anything. Alright, this draws that. It is kind of funny that we have reached a point where it's like we can't actually play out our fiery recoveries. We just don't have space in hand. Seems like an okay place to be. Alright, that seems like a good thing to do. We can stop being weak, but should have, I messed up there. I should have sequenced things better, but what else is new? Draw cards. Just get rid of that. Get rid of one of those. We have no space in hand. What mode are we even in? We're in sun mode. Just get that out of hand, I guess. What is in top of deck? So if we draw two more cards, we get that one thing back. We get Heroic Recovery, which we can do with that. And now, those two. Should put that back for later. My problem is like none of my cards actually let me help how my cards draw cards. Get the artillery back. Use that. We can do, honestly, we can use more sturdy. And we can do some damage. And we could get more mana boost and wisp, but we are super over inundated on that, so I don't think we need to. Look at all that curse. Alright, knew that was coming. We're pretty well prepped for it. Because we have the arcane leak, but we don't have whatever. We actually are going to do that. Which seems like crazy town. But I assure you it makes sense in my head. Oh, I messed up. I should have done this so I could have gotten the extra arcane leakness. There we go. Nailed it. I don't think we can gamble. I think we need mana. That's pretty good. Although I don't think we have any ways to actually apply any of those. Just took it on habit. Strenuous Strike is still kind of meh. Yep. Oh, nope, that's... I thought I was removing. I am awake. Oh, we're not cutting it now. Yeah, if it's creating 2 exhaustions, it's okay. Then we got 1 strenuous blast. Alright. I don't think we can beat CPU, but we may try. The problem is, like, CPU has, whatever. You know, the stuff. With the things, you know. You can get lunar armor. Pretty focused on top, which is not really what we're looking for. There's 1 exhaustion in the discard pile. We're actually gonna want that. I don't even know that I want to draw that back yet. There we go. This now makes more mana. You can do that. I think we do actually want to do that. It's not much 30, but it's some. Oh. So you're suppressing space just at the end of turn? In this case, I don't need to. If we get that back, we will get that. Actually seems okay. How much mana are we drawing? An amount? Could just keep drawing more of those, but I have this problem where I don't have enough mana. Draw 2 more cards, I will. Sequencing is hard. Problems I don't necessarily want to change. I'll just accept not having full cards. There we go. And we aren't fatigued yet, which is important. Boom. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing, but it's not fair. Okay, so we're not actually gonna have space in hand for that. That's okay. I should just get the powerful and the mighty. This should be easily lethal. Go by. That seems okay. This also seems very good. Okay, yeah, this seems really scary. We'll see how it goes, but I have no faith that we make it through this fight. Do that. And then we can take some damage. Okay. This is pretty good. We can't afford to play both of them because of the whatever, but man, I would really like to be able to loop this. I think we actually hold this for the moment because we will Next turn, do stuff. I kind of feel like we want to swap and get, well, just getting more sturdy and tough up right now makes a ton of sense. What's on top of the deck? Read this, guys. I guess we're going to Starfall, because that will actually help us get through the purity. I'm going to Starfall. Alright. And we are taking damage here, but it could be a lot worse. Or should I swap back around? I don't think so. I think I want to start next turn in whatever stance. Okay, yeah, because there's a lot of purity coming out. Oof. So where is... There's our Celestial Vision. It's a little ways down. We can afford to eat this Opportunist, potentially. But yeah, I think we have to eat this Opportunist. Because we have to do that. And do this again. And now I'm pretty sure we get to ignore, yeah, whatever, because things are dead. Okay. So now we take some damage, but so this is the problem. So now we have to deal with the second set of stones, which are somewhere in our draw pile. Okay, they're both a little bit down. Will we shuffle? Yes, if we play this, we shuffle. So we need to draw 2 cards. How do we draw 2 cards? We draw 1 card with that. If we're willing to give up something in hand. Or, which we can do that. Okay, so we do that. This is only going to draw us one of the 2. But I think that's okay. And we will just loop that for next turn. Oh no, because we can do it again immediately, actually. We can even do that, but I think more sturdy is where we're at. Right, we are not going to get back to Frigid Millstone this turn. Okay. I don't hate doing that. Gives us some mana to work with. Figuring out how to manage the hand here is really tricky. I think we end up making treasures here out of Exhaustion and Deceiving Blast. I want to do that. Cool. Very happy to see that. Yeah, we still don't want to draw because we want Cold Realization next turn, I think. Well, not as much as we want Heroic Recovery, but there's no getting around that one. Okay. May not be able to actually convert this Nullstone. This turn may just be playing this. That's probably fine. That hurts a lot. Jesus. Yeah, that card alone is actually going to doom us against CPU, I think. We don't have the mana boost. I'm just going to bail here. I don't think I can do it, and I am too lazy to keep soldiering forward. And we are going to go right and just dodge. That's okay. Okay, so this fight. All right, this is actually a good time to get this. Look at that, we actually had space. I think we take that without any intention of playing it. So in for made progress. Okay. This is still very dumb, but I want to do it. So we're going to get what's on top of the deck. Okay. All right, that draws. I forgot that those draw. Those are not doing anything for us this turn. This ends up actually being kind of awkward. We end up taking a lot of damage here, but I'm gonna work on just killing you. So the reason I did it this way is because this kills you. And now we take some damage. But we did at least get through all of whatever. And now we just super burn out, which is suboptimal. Kind of need to draw cards. Kind of need to get shields. I think doing this actually helps us because it means that now we can do this. And then I think we kind of just have to do that. Because you really need to not burn to death here. Hey, we avoided burning to death. Also, it's just now occurring to me. We have the ability to do some nonsense that I had forgotten about. I do want to just naturally draw a card instead of using this, because I want to be able to get it back with this. What are we drawing? I'm drawing 4 cards. We would need... Yeah, we can actually get there. Yeah. Okay. You're in the one. Thinking. It's difficult for me, so you'll have to give me a moment. Can we transform on the read this, guys? Where is the heal? Oh, it's only 3 cards down, so we can definitely get to it. As long as you don't shuffle. Playing this will not shuffle. It's only doing 4 damage. I was really hoping for more. Whatever, we'll take 4 healing. Rather than 0 healing. And then we can... Oh, almost get the kill. Although we do have enough evasion now, and then we can just actually Sunbolt for the win. Okay, that all works out. This is actually very good for us, because the enemy should be cursed. And we just leave. This would have been done. This fight would have... This run would have taken less time if I hadn't gotten distracted. Ooh. 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 Let me just smash real quick. 0.5 divided by 0.08. So we have to do at least 7 damage to get that to go off. That seems good. So like we lose 2 max hand size, but our max hand size is 12 because of Nayema. So we go down to 10. Although we are regularly struggling with hand size. Sure, we want to pass this up, but God, the bleed. The bleed. The bleed. The bleed. I want the bleed. That's probably a trap, but we're doing it. We have only 2 copies to read this, guys. Somehow I thought we had more. I was all set to cut 1, but with only 2 of them, I don't think we need to. Hungry Focus is not an amazing mana card for us. Kind of could read this, guys, just because they are occasionally awkward. We also got the Strenuous Blast. I think we have enough exhaustion generation. Hopefully I just don't end up regretting that. Wits buff is great. That doesn't do anything for us. This is... I mean, we're not applying weak, frail, or vulnerable at all, right? Because... yeah, we are not. Which means that this will just be better. We're not applying Curse anymore. Oh, I didn't think about the fact that we're no longer applying Curse. Oh. I'm a big numpty, and I may have just doomed us. We do have starting evasion still. And we just have to get through all of that. Okay. Right, we did great in exhaustion, which is good. You do not have enough space in hand for that, because there's never enough space in hand for that. Alright, we successfully cheated. Worth it. And then I like doing this and getting, honestly, more sturdy. Let me change stance just for fun. There we go. We got most of the purity gone. What would we draw if we played these? Oh, right. Oh, we would draw that again. Absolutely, we'll play that again. And then we just draw into things because we're doing dumb things. This doesn't do anything for us, but it does get that on. Oh, I guess it does get rid of. Alright. I'll take it. This is of all the fights, or all the whatever's, the one where null shield is actually kind of the worst. But we do not have exhaustions for that. Alright, so we only have 2. Yeah, which makes this pretty underwhelming. So I think we're trying to change stance. We'll do that for stance change. And then we get the tough. If we play that, we will not draw what I was hoping we would draw. But I'm okay with doing that. Oh man, then we get, right, another one of these. At which point, yeah, we'll just get more shield. Because we just need it. Alright. Alright. More exhaustions. There is a null stone right on top of the deck. So if we do this, I believe, yeah, that'll prevent the null stone from going off. Although it would have just added frost to us, which isn't a huge deal. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We flip a null stone and that. Let's see, what do we look like? The next stone, the stones are all the way down at the bottom, so there's no point in looping whatever just yet. Just no space in hand ever. Every single card generates more cards. Except for that. And this, but we want to play it after a spell. I guess we just get it out. I think we're kind of priced into doing that. And then what? We just don't have any space in hand for that. But we can do that. Alright, and that did 56 damage. Do we not have any other exhaustions? Really? Well. Guess we just do that in turn then. Awkward draw for this turn. Blur of Speed is not at the top of the deck. Absolutely, we are changing stance here. There's that evasion. I really should try to like loop that for value, but it takes way too much effort. Okay, top card of the deck is one we want to convert, so get more sturdy because we can. All right, that's gone. You're now hidden, so we don't really want to play 10 more damaging cards, I guess. We are in moon mode. We can't get more value out of that this turn. So let's just do that. Could change stance, but please don't. Nope, yep, it is going to triple dispel us. God, that is so brutal. My mistake was doing fair things. I guess we go for that. My problem is Sanctuary keeps getting shuffled to the bottom of the deck, which we really need it to not be. I absolutely sequence wrong, by the way. Okay, we are going to switch stance. We need to create another whatever card. So to that end, I think that just goes away. I think we just do not have the space in hand. So where's the... Okay, Sanctuary's now on top of the deck. Hooray! And we can even loop it. Okay. What are the top 5? Not bad. It's actually a good time to do that. We want to do that. Oh, right, we ran out of hand space. I think it actually makes sense for us to do this, because we've got all that bleed out. This will kill. Wow, that hurt. We did it. So yeah, that kind of fell apart near the end, but it all worked out in the end. So didn't go ahead and log that because I don't think it matters at this point, but we're still logging those. So the deck is interesting. It's kind of funny that like Fire Resolve lost some of the value to us later in the run. God, I hate Idol of Emptiness so much. But we did it. And that's it for this video. I will see you next time. Toodles.